Welcome back to 5-Minute Knives, the channel that's trying to be a one-take Johnny this morning. Today, we're going to talk about the fixed blades I want for Krixmix, hopefully even some from my subscribers. But first, let's pay a bill. And we're back! So I'm going to try to one-take this Johnny. I'm going to leave all the mistakes in. Yeehaw, here we go. So the CRKT Hishao. This knife I always wanted. It's like the perfect short sword for indoor-outdoor. It looks really cool. Modern swords have no need for a guard, really. So I just thought it was awesome. Epoxy wrapped handle. I have to learn how to do that and not there. Actually, right now, I'm working on something that I need to learn how to do that. But this knife I really want. So if you guys have one and you want to send it in for review, I'd be really happy. You know, any knives on this list, I'd be thrilled to get a hold of. So this one in particular just looked like perfect weight and size for just a lot of fun things. I just really want it. So speaking of knives I didn't get around to while they were out, the Steel Will Dark Angel. Looked like a sweet knife. I think it's like NCO 60 something steel. I don't know. The Italian-made Steel Will knife has really cool lines. I love the handle. I love the sheath that it comes with. Looks actually really nice. You know, for once, it doesn't look like I would have to make a sheath when I buy this knife. But it's been discontinued. I can't find it anywhere. If you guys can find it and send it in. Also, I'd be interested in purchasing these off you guys, of course. But I thought this knife was great. It's one of the few knives that came with a combat loop out of the box. Really nice sheath design, little drop-down nylon attachment there. But look at the lines in the handle. Really nice balance in a sub 6-inch, fairly thin blade. Which brings me to my third pick, which would be the Cold Steel Master Tanto, right? And they have this in a satin finish. This is CPM 3V steel, which is sweet. It's like a sub 6-inch blade. I think you guys are seeing a pattern here. This one is really cool. Hollow grind. I really want the blackened one. I don't want the satin one. Like, that looks so cool to me, but at like 300 plus bucks, there's no way I'm ever gonna buy it. So if you guys got one of these laying around, you want to send it in for review, I'd be thrilled to get a hold of one. It's just a really nice design. And I think for potato digging, it just doesn't get any better than this shape, size, weight. Perfect. Just absolutely perfect. So, just look at that. Just needs a sheath. Comes with a really crappy sheath, so I happen to be a sheath maker. Sweet. I want this knife. It could be my go-to. I would use this for so many things, with the exception of it's a hollow grind. So it's really just kind of a potato digger, but I mean, this would go into so many systems is what I meant. But yeah, that's a Cold Steel honorable mention. Speaking of Cold Steel, I would also go with this like Taipan dagger thing. I've always been curious to mess with it. It looks like a very lethal, crazy design. Ultra potato digger here. But again, I don't want it shiny. I would like this blackened out. It's cool. I would feel like V for Vendetters. You know? It's neat. That's why I like it. I don't have any like large daggers in my collection, and I think this would be like really neat. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this design. It's a weird design. If you have one, send it in. I want to try it. And then this one, the Master Tanto. I don't really like that it has a full kind of sort of guard on it, but the length of this thing, this is a good short sword. I made a comment to Lily that if Deadpool had a real sword, it would be that one. Jumping into the Bastinelli Tanto here. Another one I want. Comes with a combat loop. Really nice fold-over taco sheath. I wonder about the retention, but man, look at the lines on that. That is gorgeous. Kind of similar in shape and dimensions to the Cold Steel Master Tanto that I like. Speaking of tops, guys, I spoke with a little birdie at Tops, and they're sending me this one. It was on my list. The Devil's Claw 2. And apparently each knife with Tops is made per order. So they're making my knife now and shipping it to me. I'm so excited. I think this is going to be my little EDC buddy. It is on my list, but don't get it for me because I think Tops is sending it. So, I don't know. I hope to review more of their stuff in the future. I really am a big Tops fanboy, as you can tell. But this is a cool design. I really want it. I don't know. Nice, nice design. Should fit my mitts pretty well. I like that it has a ring. Gorgeous G10 black and blue 2x2 with a red liner. Kind of reminds me of this one from K-Bar, this TDI deal. I would try this. If you guys want to send one of these in, I'd be down. It's cool. Why not? You know? I always thought of this one for an EDC too. Check the legality of your local area. And then this one. Remember the Kislyar Supreme Sensei? I really liked it, but in D2 it only came in satin, and then in AUS 8 it was blackened. Well, now on Knife Center I found just the blank, because I didn't like the rubberized handle either. Just the blank was like 40 something bucks. Look at that. That's the Senpai. Another one I want to do. Really cool, but there's the blank itself. For the Sensei, I'm gonna make a handle. This is gonna be my Jamski. So I'm really excited. I love this knife. A little forward heavy. I'm gonna bring the balance back. Here's another one, EKA. Was very curious about these knives. Didn't feel like getting one at the price point. Would like to see a saber grind on these guys. I mean, let me know if I'm crazy. Even like a slightly shorter blade with a saber grind, this design, I think would be just a home run. Maybe keep the handle the same length. I don't know. It would just be so fast. This one, another James Williams design. I don't know what this one is called. It did catch my eye. A lot of people bellyache by a lack of guard. I don't know if that's such an issue with a blade of this design. I think it's really sharp, obviously, as far as its aesthetics. Cool, weird sheath. I want to try it. I want to make a new one for it, probably. But yeah, this one, guys, I would love to own this knife. Totally badass potato digger. I want it. And then I need another Becker BK9. I keep getting these and I keep giving them away and or selling them. You guys know what I do. I strip them down and then I put a patina finish, custom handles, build a lower back scout carry sheath generally for these sons of guns. You can put a little pouch on there and they just go out the door. Everybody wants one, so I have a hard time keeping them because they either go to a friend or if I'm in a jam, it's just an easy sale at a table. So I need another one. Speaking of which, the Hungless 2. This would be another one in that kind of size. Not as good of a chopper. I don't like that it's a full flat grind. Would like to see a high saber on this one. Almost looks like a high saber to me. In this picture anyway. Could be just the shadow. But, I gotta get my hands on this knife. It looks awesome. The Hungless. Here's a Spartan with a recurve. I thought was really cool. This company's always been a little bit out of my price point. So yeah, I would love to see something by them sent in. You guys, whatever you got, send it in if you think it's cool. I need knives sent in is the point. That's the point of the whole video. These are on my Krixmix list, though. I want to own them. And then finally, not finally, but also this Apache Falcon has always caught my eye. It looks like it would have good balance to it. You know, Tops has really caught my eye, especially since I ran into those guys in Tulsa. And they agreed to send me stuff. Super cool. Here's the Tops Ice Dagger. If I was smart, I would have asked for this one instead of the Devil's Claw. But I choked. I had one opportunity quickly to make a good first impression. They said yes, they're going to send it, but I also want this one. I have a feeling if I'm a good boy, Santa Tops will send me this knife next. Be a nice easy one for them to send and ship. Nice review, but I have a feeling that this knife could be my new EDC fixed blade. I've always felt that way about this knife, and I don't know why I've never purchased it. I think I will. Either way, I think I'm just going to buy this knife soon. But it's on my list big time. And speaking of which, last on my list, kind of a goofy mention. It's a little weird one. It's the K-Bar Space Bar for our Space Force. I've always wanted this knife. I don't know why. A K-Bar was my first knife ever. I would love to be part of the Space Force. I'm a total dork for that type of stuff. The light blue and gray coloring just makes me so happy. If I were in outer space and I had this on my hip, I don't know why, but it would comfort me. Anyway, I just like this thing. I think it's awesome. But that's my Krixmix list, guys. Thank you so much. And go ahead and send in anything that you want. I'd be super happy to review anything that you want to send in. Gifts are always welcome, but I'm not begging. And thank you for buying sheaths. If you send anything in for review and or gift, I will give you a massive discount on a sheath and or a free one. So, other than that, I'll see you next time on 5 Minute Knives.